Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and our producer, Josh Hennick, right here on 97.3 ESPN. It's Memorial Weekend, the unofficial start to the summer, as we remember those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice and paved the way for us to have a free and prosperous life. Mike Carlin, that's Memorial Weekend. Good to see you, buddy.
It's a great way to start the summer.
Yeah, man.
We look forward to it. We have we got the Phillies. If I sound a little froggy here,
yeah, my little late night last night. Well, you know
night.
what? That's the cool thing about Memorial Weekend. Everybody is in town. The beach communities are packed. Everybody's on the boardwalk, the Strand. They're riding their bikes. All the establishments are packed early in the morning. I'm leaving to come over here and just seeing everybody out. The excitement in the air, and the weather's going to cooperate, albeit it's not going to be that warm. But you're going to get bright sunshine. You can sit on the beach and still get a little sunburn. And, yeah, man. It's
and you'll have
weekend.
people that will go in the water, even though it's only like 62, 62. There's always a couple people that are like, hey, I only get down here once, twice a year. I'm going in that water today.
And Josh knows we've been together now for 10 years. Last week we did start off the Beach Patrol report, but this week we really kick it off. Jack Brooks from the Ocean City Alumni Lifeguard Association, the president, will be in here to help kickstart the Beach Patrol report. And our first guest, as we talk to Kip Emig, the chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol. We'll work our way south, Josh. And that's always kind of exciting thing. You know, summer's here.
Yeah, this is something you've been doing for over a decade now, Billy, the Beach Patrol report. And it's a staple of the weekend that when the Beach Patrol report starts, you know that summer is here. And even though the temperatures are not that hot right now, it's still an important time for people to know that, you know what? Got to pay attention out there. Got to
pay attention out there. And, of course, we have two great sponsors to the Beach Patrol report this year. We have McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City, the McCann brothers, Tom and John McCann. John was the chief down there at Wildwood. Tom was in Sea Isle. So there's a long history with the McCann family, the brothers of they're synonymous with lifeguarding.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have Tom McCann in here probably around on the 4th of July weekend. We'll get Tom McCann in here. He wrote a book. He's like a historian of the Beach Patrol and South Jersey Beach Patrol. So we'll have him on. They're great sponsors. And, of course, the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association celebrating 125 years. So we'll get into that in the second hour. But the first hour and a half, Carlin, we got so much to talk about as we remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice on Memorial Weekend. And, of course, Memorial Day is Monday. But the Philadelphia Phillies, though, you came in here, you've been the voice of reason, the voice of patience. Last year, you calmed me down, got me off the ledge because I was freaking out because they weren't playing well. And we're right back at square one where it's like deja vu all over again.
So think about how you got through last year.
From Yogi Berra.
Yeah. So think about, there's no reason to go crazy right now. I mean, look at the
if they didn't win last night, I was fit to be tied. I was going to come in here. I was going to be ranting and raving for all those people that think, oh, it's just early. No, it's not. That this team is 24-27. They're 7 games behind the Atlanta Braves.
It's different this year than last year, though. And what I mean by that is last year, it was just calm down. When you have a good team, good players, we know eventually they're going to come out. Okay. Think about how we started the year this year. Did they think Russ Hopkins or Hoskins was going to get hurt?
No, but every team has to deal with injuries, Mike.
Yeah, but we're dealing with a lot more than all the other teams.
And obviously, Trey Turner gets off to a slow start, but that seems like to be synonymous with Philadelphia Phillies. We're always off to a slow start. When can we get off to a great start and set the pace?
I'll tell you when you get off to a great start. The last time you got off to a great start, you didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I know, but I said and sustain it.
But that's the point. You never have sustained it.
Exactly.
So you're asking for an organization.
Why do we always have to play catch up, Josh?
Because it's not important about the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Billy, you said when you just said if the Phillies would have lost last night, you would have come in here ranting and raving.
I would have, yeah.
What does that have an impact on the team?
Because
What
Josh,
is how you feel impact the team?
What do I feel is negatively or positive?
No. How does you ranting and raving impact the team?
Doesn't change anything.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
But this is
It
how
doesn't.
It doesn't.
So-
but this is how
so
I feel. It's every fan has a reaction, Josh.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with having a reaction. It's also having a reaction within the confines of understanding that you may feel a certain way on May 27th. Doesn't mean that the team is worried or that they're going to be playing
Guys, you
poorly the rest of the
We're
year.
7 games out of first place.
Doesn't
We're
matter.
Way
Who
down
cares?
There's
Well,
three.
wait,
There's 3 wild card spots.
That's right, and we're way down on that list as
Okay.
well. So my point is,
We're way down.
When
Let me
do
double
you-
check that.
we're like 18. We're like 8
You're
places away.
talking like it's August and we're starting to panic. We're not
Look,
even into
but
June.
Today, but Memorial Weekend is when you really start paying attention to right. I mean,
See, I don't. That's what I mean. I don't.
Phillies are 2.5 games.
for
out of
me,
the
it's
final
July.
wild card
It's
spot.
yeah,
4th
there's
of
a lot of
July.
teams in front of them.
It's the next holiday for me. The 4th of July is when I start thinking.
and that's
okay,
when you really start.
yeah. Then I
because by
start
the
thinking we're in this, or we're not in this, or if we're close. I rely on management's going to do what they got to do to bring someone in and kickstart us.
All right.
But that's for me. That's when the season starts.
By the way, Mike, when he says there's a bunch of teams, there's 3 teams. And one of those teams has the same exact record as the Phillies do.
Philly.
And the other one has one more win and one less loss.
The regular season. This is why the
You
NFL.
know, I don't like you guys today.
Listen.
You guys are too like you're not showing me enough
No, but
concern.
listen to what I'm going to say.
I didn't say I wasn't concerned.
There's a reason why the NFL is the NFL, and it's 1, and then it drops all the way
That's
down
right.
to 2, 3, 4.
Right.
Okay. The NBA season's too long. Baseball season too long. Hockey too
Well,
long.
baseball's always
Guess
been long.
guess what isn't too long?
What?
NFL, because you only play 18 games. You lose 1 or 2, you could be screwed in your
Right.
division.
And by the way,
Every
Billy,
game means something. My point is,
Yeah.
it's so early now that like in the NBA, almost everybody makes the playoffs. So they just want to get through the season, be healthy, and then look at Miami this year. I think Miami is
They were the
really
8th, no, they were the 8th seed.
yeah.
yeah, but Miami
And
was
had to do
also
a play-in.
Miami
get
was
there.
also
Yeah,
the
but they
second
were-
most injured team in the league this year.
Yeah.
So I mean,
But my
they're
point
an
is-
Yeah,
anomaly.
but-
You just got to get to the playoffs.
But you can't get too far. Like I know you can't win in June or May and June, or you can't win this
I know what you mean.
in May,
yeah, you
April, May, and June. You
don't
can't
win a championship
but-
April, May, and June, but you can definitely play yourself out of
but
it.
you can
Yeah.
play yourself out of it. Exactly, Josh.
There's teams a lot worse than us. We're going to be. We'll make the playoffs.
You guys,
Listen, I didn't say I wasn't concerned. I do have concerns,
Mhm.
but I think that there are concerns that if Dave Dombrowski is as smart as we think he is, he'll address them.
and by the way,
In July.
I am not. Even if right now my angst doesn't go towards Dave Dombrowski. I think he's done everything he has to general manager to do.
It's a player.
Look at
players
this
gotta
team
play.
is playing. If you look on paper, this team is to me is like one of the best teams in the league. if
It's
not
no
the best.
different than when the Sixers were in the playoffs. And what did Embiid say after a big loss? Players got to hit shots.
Right.
That's all. It comes down to the players. It's not the coaches. It's not.
You know
the
who one of
general
those
managers.
players is that drives me nuts? You're supposed to have 2 top pitchers on the staff in Wheeler and Nola.
Yeah.
And they're both playing like Jekyll and Hyde.
They're
there's nothing-
inconsistent.
Up and
There's
down,
there's
up and
nothing
down.
I hate more than Jekyll and Hyde performance athletes.
So like on April 28th, Nola pitches against the Houston Astros. He goes 8 innings. He allows 1 earned run. He didn't walk anybody. And then the other night he comes out. He's like 6 runs, 3
Up and
home
down.
runs. Like how does and you, if you heard Metallico last night after the game, he's concerned about or not after the other last night's game 2 days ago about his demeanor. Aaron Nola's demeanor, his body language, the velocity on his fastball. He's not locating. How do you go from game to game that as a professional, someone that's a good pitcher's got good stuff? How do you come out that inconsistent?
Maybe not being prepared.
I find that hard to believe. Does Aaron Nola
but
look
I'm
like
just trying to
someone that
think of
doesn't
something.
prepare himself?
I don't think it's a literal not prepared, but I think Carlin's got an interesting point because I was listening to, you remember the pitcher Dallas Braden? He had the perfect game years ago for the A's. He talked about how he felt that the pitch clock was going to expose the pitchers who put in the real game prep and the guys who put in the subpar game prep. And you have to wonder, a guy like Aaron Nola, who used to be as slow as molasses worker, you know, he would take forever between pitches. Is he a guy who's maybe being exposed right now?
Nah,
as a guy who doesn't prepare as much as somebody else.
Josh, I hear that argument, but I don't agree with it for the simple reason the last 3 years he's the same pitcher. He's inconsistent. He'll give you innings, he'll give you strikeouts, but he'll come out one. He's like a Jekyll and Hyde, exactly what you said. He'll pitch really well one game, and the next game he'll come out. He won't go 4 innings.
It's early. It's early.
There's Carlin. It's early.
Very early.
It's getting late early.
Carlin's saying that with a Philly shirt on, too.
Yeah.
He's all Phillied out today. How about that?
All
right, it's Memorial Weekend. We're going to open up the text board today. We want a list of your top 3 war movies of all time. 609-403-0973. 609-403-0973. Your top 3 war movies. Now, my top 3, we'll get to it on the other side. 2 of them have John Wayne in it because John Wayne, to me, is like, he's like the best. The Duke.
John Wayne.
609-403-0973. It's Memorial Weekend here in the locker room. We got a great show lined up. In the second hour, we'll start the Beach Patrol report. We'll have the president of the Ocean City Alumni Association, Beach Patrol Alumni Association, Jack Brooks, in here with us. And we'll talk with the chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol, Kip Emig. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers. Facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, from the shore to center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Folks, I'm here to tell you about Lavari's Seafood Bar and Grill located on Route 50 in Tuckahoe Road in Petersburg, just 8 minutes over Ocean City's 34th Street Bridge. It's an old school bar. It's got 18 big screen TVs, daily specials. They're open every day at 11 a.m., celebrating 15 years in business. When you get down there, say hello to Renee and Kim, the bartenders. Every Thursday night is wing night, $1 wing, $2.50 domestic drafts, live music every Friday night. If you want to book a private party, give Dave Lavari, our good friend Dave Lavari, a call at 609-628-2225. All right, when we return, we'll continue more here in the locker with Billy Schwein and Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This weekend on ESPN Radio, it's a showdown in the National League East.
Kyle Schwarber, and this place is going bananas.
Kyle Schwarber and the Philadelphia Phillies begin a 10-game road trip in Atlanta when they go head-to-head against the NL East leading Braves. The Philadelphia Phillies at the Atlanta Braves. Coverage begins today at 3:30 Eastern and tomorrow at 6 Eastern.
Listen to Major League Baseball on 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
These are emails filling your employees' inboxes, downloads beaming from device to device, and any one of them could be a cyber attack. Is it possible to keep your small business safe? It is with Comcast Business Security Edge. It helps keep your connected devices protected, and you can monitor threat activity in real time. So this
Security threat
is the last thing you need to worry about. With Comcast Business, advanced security isn't just possible, it's happening.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 6/21/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments. New 50 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live here at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennick producing today. It's Memorial Weekend as we remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. And it's such a cool time. It's an unofficial start to the summer. Everybody's down here like
barbecuing, parties,
people in the alleyways.
Yeah.
We got alley problems, bros.
Yeah.
But anyway, so last night we went to my daughter Eliza Grace and I went to Kessel's and
Landmark
yeah.
in OC.
You know, I advertised on the placemats there. And the first 2 years that I did it, Carlin, I couldn't tell you how many people I would get text messages from people that would just take a picture of the placemat and say I'm having lunch with you.
Look where I'm eating.
Yeah, now it doesn't happen anymore because it's old. Because I've been there I guess I've been on there for like 7 years. But last night when you walk in, there's so many people. Well, they had a table of 6. Well, it was just Eliza Grace and myself, and then the couple in front of us, and there was 2, and then a couple behind us. So the people were so nice. They said, we'll share the table. Would you like to sit with us? We said, oh, that's so nice. And then the couple behind us, he said, so next door, we're sitting with 4 strangers.
Nice.
Could be the nicest people in the world. We had a lot of fun. We were all talking, and it was like we knew them. But it was like that's the feeling you get, you know, unofficial start of summer. Everybody's in town. And, of course.
Did you turn into a celebrity?
No, well, no, but you know what's funny, though? My daughter gets up and she says, Dad, you think they know your pictures on the placemat? I said, nah, should I say anything? She goes, no. I said, don't say anything. And eventually it came to light and we started laughing. Nice. She said, oh my God, we have somebody that's like a celebrity. I said, nah, just advertise it on the placemat. But they were nice as could be. Give a shout out. I believe Heather was the one. I didn't catch the couple's names at the end, but Heather and I think Greg sat next to them. Nice as could be.
Would you have a burger?
Yeah, we did. We had burgers.
Burgers.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with a burger.
But no, you know what? Did you ever get their tuna? They pack the tuna.
No.
Oh, I love their French fries. Best French fries around. You're getting me hungry, Carlin. All right, 609-403-0973 is the text word. We're asking for your top 3 your war movies. And because we're remembering those who paid the ultimate sacrifice this whole weekend.
So let's start with you, Billy. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. So Billy, you start.
I'm going to say my first and favorite movie of all time, war movie, Kelly's Heroes.
I'm with you on one of mine.
My second favorite one is American Sniper that Josh, you said that you like, but I like that too. That's going to move into my second spot. And my third one of all time is The Longest Day with John Wayne and there's a host of how. Why you laughing?
I'm thinking about I'm thinking about our listening audience driving right now.
Right.
If you're under the age of 35,
don't know who John
they're
Wayne is.
saying, "Who do you know what is John Wayne?"
Well, first of all,
now. They're looking him up. Who is John Wayne?
John Wayne's a legend.
I do have
For
a problem.
me and you, yeah.
I have a problem with that statement for one reason, Mike. In today's world, everything is online. You can look up anything,
You can say,
anytime,
"Hey, Siri,
anywhere,
who's John
any
Wayne?"
place.
Comes right up.
Exactly.
Yeah. My phone just went on.
But do you actually think people are under the age of 35 are driving around looking up who John Wayne is?
They
Why
don't,
not?
but
have
they
it at
could.
They have it at their fingertips.
Listen, you know what I'm reading right now? U.S. Grant's biography. Okay.
General Ulysses S. Grant.
And I'm under the age of 40. So if you want to learn things, you can learn. I read Ricky Henderson's biography. People can watch videos on YouTube. They can look up movies online. You don't have to watch
Josh, nothing. No
reality
offense, no
TV.
offense, Josh. When do you get time to read a book?
Well,
As much as you're in here 24/7.
Well, Billy, it's called Audible. I listen to it while I'm driving.
I don't know how to. I like. You know what? I got to get that.
Me
how do you
too.
work that? You have to show me how to do that.
I'll show you after the
I'm
show.
technology. Yeah, my 7-year-old knows more about that stuff. By the way, so yesterday I had all the girls. Not all the girls. I had 4 of my daughter's classmates.
Mike, he was daddy daycare.
I was listening to Josh the whole
Imagine that
time.
movie. They make a movie out of that.
They sold lemonade in front of the house. 4 girls, they made $80.
Good for them.
They got the split. Each girl made $20.
Beautiful.
All right, back to the movies. Mike.
609-403-0973. Mike, your top 3.
No particular order. I'll go to Dirty Dozen.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I'm with you on Kelly's Heroes.
Yeah.
And here's the one that I really love. Bridge over
River Kwai.
When that bridge comes down at the end, that's just the best.
609-403-0973. Join in the fun. What are your top 3 war movies of all time? Now, Josh, I have a villain. We talk about this. Sports needs villains. I have a new villain, and I know you don't agree with this, but last night, Ozuna, when he hits a home run off Walker or whoever he hit it off of, who did he hit it off of last night? He hit it off of Strom. See what he does when he circles the bases? He gets the second. He does this little double back, and he flicks his neck, and he does this thing, and then he gets to third base and does the same thing. And then when he gets to the third base coach, he does this special thing with him.
You know
what? Get around the bases and shut up, because you know what? If he comes up next time, I'm throwing it inside.
That makes Sports Center sometimes. It's all about.
Yeah, but he was rubbing it in our face.
It's all
if you don't want it rubbed in your face, don't give up the home run.
Yeah, but guess what? Pitchers make mistakes. Home runs happen. You don't have to rub it in like that.
How about the guys that make a home run?
Guess what? I hope this because you think that sits well with Bryce Harper.
Yeah, but the reason why Harper was mad a couple of weeks ago wasn't because a guy showed somebody up. It was because that pitcher was being a loser of a human being and basically chirping at the Phillies dugout for like basically being like a petulant child.
And Harper's done some things when he's hit a home run. I mean, again,
I like that. That was ridiculous.
I don't mind guys celebrating.
I sat there and I was
baseball's
like, the first
a game.
thing
Let's have fun.
But but Josh, you're showing your fellow Major League Baseball player up.
Are you though?
Yeah, you are.
Are you though? Or
Guess
you
what?
just being
I
a sore loser?
hope that act lights a fire under the Phillies.
How many times did you see?
Because if I'm in that clubhouse tomorrow,
he's such a homer.
Guess what? If I'm in that clubhouse, when I go in there, I'm going, guys. I make sure my training staff had a video and showed every one of those guys.
How many times did you see this? Ready? How many times did you see James Harden put the ball between his legs 3-4 times
and then turn it over?
Hold on. No, not this one, but 3-4 times, and then the guy falls down,
right?
And then he shoots a jump shot,
and he runs away.
No, and looks at him
and stands over him.
You mean like
I guess that's okay.
Allen Iverson doing a Tyler?
Right, but
Tyler
my point is, it's done everywhere. It's sports.
See, I don't remember. You know what?
If you can get away with it,
I don't remember James Harden putting.
That's called selective memory, Billy.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
if Ozuna was a Philly, would you care so much?
I wouldn't like to see my own teammates do that. I would if I was Bryce Harper and my teammate, say like if I don't care.
Boom.
Say if Turner hit one or Stott Any of the daycare guys, you can say something to. Let's say Castellanos did it.
Yeah.
And I don't think you'd see Castellanos do that because our guys have class.
Well, what was one of the most famous home runs of the postseason last year?
Bryce Harper.
When Hopkins hit that home run.
Yeah, but he threw the bat. He threw the bat. But he did it at his own bench. And he did it more to the fans. He did it more to the fans. Like I think he did it as an take that, Philly fans.
Yeah.
Like there you go. But
no,
he did
actually, what Hoskins said after the game was he blacked out. He said that he didn't even know that he did it until he saw the replay.
I think it was such a euphoric shot that he just reacted. It wasn't like Osuna.
He knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
I don't mind it. I think that if you're mad about it, don't give up the home run. Don't be a sore loser. At the end of the day, it's a game.
Josh, he's not only showing up the pitcher that gave the home run, he's showing up the whole team.
Then you should play better. Maybe
Aaron
Nola shouldn't give up 5 runs on a Thursday night when his team scores 5 runs.
And this was a solo shot. The score was 6-3 at the time he did it. You know, if you're going to do that, it's when you do it when you take the lead. If you're going to do it and it's a close game and maybe late in the season or maybe the playoffs, but not in like you guys, it's only May. Don't get all. What's he showing all that excitement in May and they're down 3 runs?
You should be excited. You're playing in the major leagues. I can never hit a home run.
I am so
Ozuna
shocked.
did something that I could never do.
Crap. That's bullcrap.
If you are one of the best in the world at what you do and you get to do something,
and
I say celebrate a little bit.
And if my memory doesn't serve me correctly, hasn't he been in trouble with the law over the last 3 or 4 years?
Well, that's a different conversation.
Maybe he should just keep a low profile, huh?
Listen, what you do off the field, we can have that conversation.
I just want to say that I'm pissed off.
Listen, if you want to tell me you don't like Ozuna as a person, I'm on board with you about that.
Guess what? I was indifferent. I didn't really care after last night. Now I don't like him.
Because
I think he showed up.
That's my problem. My problem is that you only dislike the guy after he showed up your team on the field. You should dislike the guy because he's beating women off the field.
Well,
that's why you should dislike the guy. So the fact you said you're indifferent bothers me.
You just said it's 2 different things. I said on the field. He doesn't. He's an enigma. I don't care. He's just there. He's another player.
I don't feel that way at all. Anytime anyone gets in trouble for certain things off the field, I hold it against them.
No, look,
to me,
he
it's the
shouldn't
same
even be in
thing.
the league, and he's doing that.
If the person who gets mad at LeBron because he supports a political candidate, you should have the same type of energy against a guy like Ozuna for beating women.
I am not an Ozuna fan, and he should be in the league because of what he did, as far as I'm concerned. But
now that I can get on board with.
All right, so he's in the league, and he did that last night. Now I don't like him. I really don't like him.
And that's it.
And that's it.
And we move on.
No, I can't. He's sticking my crawl. I don't like losing number 1. I don't like losing guys like that. How about that, Carlin? How you feeling, Mike?
Woo! I'm starting to wake up.
Too much Memorial Weekend.
Wow, the Ric Flair came out.
You better start pacing yourself. That's Friday. You got tonight, Saturday. You have Sunday night.
My son's in town, like I said, from friends from Cleveland.
Right.
He wants to go to the Point tonight. He wasn't with it there last night. I'm like 2 nights in a row.
By the way, we gave the sports book in Sigley
rum runners. Too many rum runners.
How many rum runners you have last night?
Oh,
more than he can count.
Yeah, I don't even want to say that.
609-403-0973 is the text board. Give us your top 3 war movies as we remember all those who paid the ultimate sacrifice so that we can sit here in this studio and talk sports. So 609-403-0973. Send us a text message, your top 3 war movies of all time. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey, PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Hey, there's a new wind blowing at Maserati, the main line. The all-new Maserati Gregale midsize SUV has officially arrived. Stop by Maserati, the main line, located in Devon, PA, just minutes away from Center City, Philadelphia, to experience it for yourself. With class-leading space, advanced driving technology features, the Gregale makes every journey a thrilling experience. From your daily commute to weekend road trips, the Maserati Gregale elevates every moment into something truly special. Test drive the all-new Gregale for yourself and experience how it makes every day exceptional. Visit them online at motml.com or give them a call at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800. Ask for Michael Pileggi to schedule your test drive today. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and Josh Henning right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The NBA playoffs continue on ESPN Radio. After surviving their second straight must-win, the Celtics face yet another must-win, this time in Game 6. Will they survive? Or will the Heat finally put them away and advance to the NBA Finals? Game 6 of the Celtics and Heat, presented by Indeed. Coverage begins tonight at 8 Eastern.
Listen to the Eastern Conference Finals exclusively on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call Lenigan, again and again. Call Lenigan, again and again.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
You want the best Mexican food in South Jersey? Go to Red's Jersey Mex.
Hey, this is Red's. Come visit us at 11th and Haven in Ocean City, New Jersey, where we have been cooking up the best Mexican food, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, fajitas, enchiladas, Jersey fresh salads, and so much more since 2004 using only the finest ingredients available.
That's right. Go to Red's Jersey Mex. Call for takeout at 609-399-2272 or dine in at Red's Jersey Mex, 11th and Haven in Ocean City, 609-399-2272. Red's Jersey. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Red's Jersey Mex Cafe.
The season for doing is here with summer savings at the Home Depot. Find everything to bring out the best of your home with all the colors of summer. Whether seeding your yard or planting a garden, the Home Depot's got what you need. Visit our garden center and shop special buys now, like the 1-quart Rio for water-efficient nonstop blooms that soak up the sun all season long, now just 2 for $10. Make your summer with savings from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
The 2024 X5 has arrived at BMW of Atlantic City. Take advantage of early bird pricing on one of the most highly anticipated vehicles of the year. Right now, lease a new 2024 BMW X5 xDrive 40i for $939 a month for 36 months. Looking to trade? We'll pay top dollar for your vehicle. Visit BMW of Atlantic City, closer than you think. Located in Egg Harbor Township and online at bmwatlanticcity.com. For more details, call us toll free at 60931.
Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Henning right here on 97.3 ESPN. I want to remind people, every Sunday we go on the mound with Tommy Green, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. Every Sunday, Tommy Green talks Phillies baseball with us. We look forward to that. Later on in the second half of the show, it's the Beach Patrol Report brought to you by McCann Realtors of Seattle City and the OCBP Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association. Josh, today we're asking people, since it's Memorial Weekend, we remember those who pay the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. What are your top 3 war movies of all time at 609-403-0973?
I would love to give this person some credit, but they didn't leave their name. They said my top war movies are the following. He said Saving Private Ryan.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's a real good one.
Then they go Patton.
I like that one. That speech.
The speech of Patton is legendary.
Oh my God.
And then the third movie this individual left was Full Metal Jacket.
Another good one. Another good one. I agree to that. All three. 609-403-0973. Give us your top 3 war movies of all time. Josh, we haven't heard from you. What are your top 3?
So the first one that always comes to my mind is Pearl Harbor.
My dad was there, by the way.
Doesn't surprise me.
My dad
intern.
My dad is buried at Arlington National Cemetery.
Okay.
I don't know if you knew that.
No.
Yeah.
But I mean, that movie, first of all, it's a very long movie, so I will acknowledge that. But aside from the just incredible cast, Ben Affleck, Josh Hartnell, Kate Beckinsale, Cuba Gooding Jr., John Voight, Jennifer Gardner, Michael Shannon, that scene with FDR when he stands up and basically puts his foot down to the war room is an incredible scene. My second favorite war movie has to be Glory.
How about that? I'm shocked to hear you say that. I mean, that's a good movie.
Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman, Matthew Broderick. I'm a huge Denzel guy.
I haven't seen that one in a long time. I've not seen that one in a long time.
Yeah, I'm a huge Denzel guy. And the third one you mentioned earlier, I'm also a huge fan of American Sniper. I am actually friends with somebody who actually was in Afghanistan with Chris Kyle. So it was a little bit of an interesting angle for me to get their feedback and be like, dude, like this is pretty darn accurate.
But you guys know that I'm reluctant to talk about emotional stuff because
you are
I cry too easily. But I have to share this with you guys. I told you the story about when who was the player for the Cardinals? I forget his name. That's paid the ultimate sacrifice.
Pat Tillman.
Pat Tillman. I was working at U.S. Airways and I saw the color guard or they escort the bodies back. Yeah, it was the coffin was draped with the American flag, and there's the color guard all dressed out and they're decked out in their dress blues or whatever. So I ran over. I was delivering the card. I was going to Phoenix. So I had 2 carts of bags. I pulled up. I said, "What's going on?" They said, "It's Pat Tillman." I'm like, "No way!" So I called my sister. My brother-in-law graduated from West Point class of 71. He was the chief of staff of the 82nd Airborne at the time. And I said, "Chris, what should I do? What should I go up there and pay your respects to the family?" I ran up the jetway. I got 2 words out. My bottom lip started moving, and I just couldn't even contain my emotion. I felt so inferior to a family that had paid the ultimate sacrifice. Such a hero turned down $5 million a year to go fight for the country, and then he gets killed by friendly fire. Tough thing to do, but we obviously remember all those folks that paid the ultimate sacrifice.
Oh, that was Jeff in Ocean City who gave that his list there. Also coming in on the text board at 609-403-0973. Another person chimed in. They said, I'm going to go with Saving Private Ryan as well, but they said, I got 2 others for you. Platoon.
I love that movie. I love Platoon.
And also Fury.
Fury's good, man. Brad Pitt was great in that movie.
Fury's very good. Also, John Bernthal in that movie was pretty intense.
What was the movie?
But when they kept calling that guy Machine.
Yes.
Machine.
What was the movie where Nicholson said you can't handle the truth?
Oh, that's Few Good Men.
That's Few Good Men.
That was a good one.
That's
not really a war movie, though.
Yeah, it's not really
a war movie,
a military
per se, but
movie.
it's a military movie. But, I know the whole, son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's going to do it? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You weep for Santiago, and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury of not knowing what I know. That Santiago's death, while tragic, saves lives. And my existence, which be grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. There's something you don't want to talk about at parties. You want me on that wall.
You need me on that wall.
We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as the backbone to a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I neither have the time nor the inclination to explain myself to the man that rises and sleeps with the blanket of the very freedom that I provide and then questions the manner in which I provide it. I would rather you just said thank you and on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand at post. Either way, I don't give a darn to what you think you are entitled to. Did you order the code red?
Yes.
Gosh darn right I did. How do you like that, Josh?
Think he knows the movie or what?
Should I be casted in that movie or what?
I don't know about casting,
that
but
part.
that's a good run back.
Very impressive, Billy. I gotta
A Few Good Men is probably one of the 5 greatest monologues ever. To me, it's up there with
Son of a Woman.
Oh,
You can't beat that.
Yeah, that was a great
Al
one.
Pacino.
Yeah.
See,
I don't know who went here. William Howard Taft,
See,
William Jennings Bride, or William Tell. Their spirit is dead.
Remember he's driving
You're
the
building
car.
a rat ship here, a vessel for seagull and snitches. And if you think you're preparing these minnows for manhood, you better think again.
Billy, remember this is a 2-hour
Yeah,
show.
I know.
This is a 2-hour
I was just gonna say
show.
though, I gotta disagree with you
sport.
about that though. The best Al Pacino monologue in a movie
I know
was Scarface.
Scarface.
When
One
he
of my
thinks you
favorite
think you're
movies.
good, you're not good. You just lie to yourself. Me, I always tell the truth.
Even when I'm
Even when I lie.
I tell the
Say goodnight to the bad guy because you'll never see a bad guy like this again. Move out of the way. Bad guy coming. That speech, I love it because to me, it is the embodiment of the difference between the alpha and the inferior because of the fact that this guy literally is sitting in a restaurant with all these fancy
Right.
people,
And
and he's
he's
100% right. He's 100% right. The world is full of people who think that they're special and they're good. They're just lying their way through it.
Like
Love it.
like Ozuna. He thinks he's good.
You want to get back to the Phillies?
No, you know what? I want to talk about another. Let's talk because you know what? This is a perfect segue into talking about a bad guy. Who's the Sixers' bad guy right now?
Tucker.
Who?
The Sixers' bad guy? Who's the Sixers' bad guy right now? Because we're going to
What do you mean-
transition.
what do you mean by
we're
bad?
Gonna, well, is
Did
it
you mean
Morey?
like bad guy you dislike or bad guy who's like,
like
the bad boy?
Like, where's your wrath? We're going to transition to Sixers basketball right now, Mike.
I'm ready.
Who's the bad guy in the Sixers organization or the Sixers team? Because I think it's Harden.
I don't know what you mean by bad.
Like, he's the one-
Like,
like,
we gotta get rid of him,
You
or
just
a
came in here and
tough
said
guy. A tough guy. Like
the
I
rumors,
said Tucker.
the rumors around the lit. No, the bad guy. Like who's the
That's
guy?
not a bad guy.
Oh,
you mean
cancer.
who?
You mean
yeah,
who's
like-
cancer?
like a
who's
can-
cancer
yeah.
on the team?
Yeah.
Oh, now I hear you.
Because you came in here and said the
For me,
rumor
it's-
around the league.
Billy, you had us both confused there. For
I'm
a
sorry.
second.
I'm sorry. You
Well,
said
so.
we're gonna-
You're asking who is the blame?
Yeah, who's to blame?
2 players.
Okay.
For me, 2 out of 5. Every game we're playing 3-on-5, 3-on-5. Harris did not live up to his and he's never going to get better. And Harden, those 2.
Because you said the rumor around the league is going that the league can't believe that we fired Doc
Correct.
on the behest of James
That
Harden.
fast. We jumped too fast. We should have found out exactly what's going to happen with Harden. Harden wanted Doc out. That's what they say. That's not coming from any of us.
Right.
But now we're going to end up losing Harden and Doc. And I don't really believe it was Doc's fault of what happened. Okay. He had players. He may not be the greatest X's and O's, but we didn't lose the series because of Doc.
I will push
We
back on
lost
that.
series because guys didn't make shots.
I'll push back on one thing, and I think Billy will understand 100% when I say it this way. Mike, don't you feel like that even though Doc wasn't the problem, how many times, Billy, do we see those in Mike timeouts? He's yelling at the guys. He's trying to motivate them. They were hearing but not listening. Isn't that a problem, though, if the guys are tuning out the coach?
Well, and I think that's what you had with Harden. I mean,
Well, that's what you
just-
have with Harden.
You have it.
Yeah.
I don't know, like PJ Tucker. He's won rings. He knows how to win. You don't have to. I mean,
No, he
you
showed that-
saw when he ran.
Yeah,
down
he showed an Embiid. He got ready to
Well,
say.
PJ Tucker gave you more points in Game 7 than Harden did.
Embiid seems like somebody that will look at the coach and take what he says at face value.
the coach.
Yeah.
Or you don't know what happens in the locker room, on the plane, on travel and stuff like
Right.
You don't see Embiid really ever explode, other than if he gets fouled and they don't call it. Like, he doesn't really show emotions on the court. Okay, there are guys that walk off the court when the coach takes them out, like Tatum.
Like,
you watch Boston.
Yeah,
Yeah, he pushed guys around. Like, he did not want to come out of that game. You don't see Embiid ever do stuff like that. But I did see Harden walk off the court a couple times in that playoffs.
because he wanted to get off the court.
Where he walked right past Doc, and there was no eye to eye, no slap him on his ass, or excuse me, stuff like that.
Right.
It was just,
Listen,
there's friction there.
here's the
now
I-
he's
I-
gone.
I'm conflicted with Harden. Like, all right, Harden did score 42 points in 2 games against the Celtics in the second round, the quarterfinals, right? So he has the ability to do it. Then he got shut down where he was under 20 points for 3 games, right?
Yep.
All right. There was a couple of game 5, 6, and 7 in the fourth quarter. He didn't score anything.
Did nothing.
Nothing.
Right. So is he worth $50 million a year
That being
for 4
said,
years?
like, you know what you're going to get. If they can get him at a bargain basement price, they're not going to do that.
He's not going to do that.
Not doing that.
There were people that said there is a market. People want to pay him the max.
Houston's going to.
They're going to pay him the max.
Yeah, they have to.
Listen, Tobias Harris got the max. What you think Harden can't get the max?
What does Houston have right now to have people come to the arena? They're going to have a guy that he's going to put up 40 points a night.
See, the problem is
he's going to be the only guy on the team.
But they got no shot at winning.
That's not the point.
They don't care.
See,
Right.
you're looking at it wrong. You're not looking from a business perspective.
I don't care. It is the point.
No, it's not.
Point. Why do we play the games, Josh? Just to put people to sleep
Billy,
or win?
There's two types of
owners
people
are making money.
There's two types of
It's all
people.
about money.
There's
But it's
people
about
who
winning.
play. No, there's not always about winning. Not everyone thinks that way. And if you can't accept
So
that
you're saying people in Houston are going to just they're going to be just okay with showing up, going to a game in the winter, during basketball season because they just want to see Harden play.
Some of them, yes.
For that city, yes.
Some of them.
Guess what? That city's
They're-
not
they're
Philly.
happy with
That
people.
city's not New York. That city's not Boston. There's certain cities where they wouldn't put up
That
with
wouldn't
that.
go over here.
But
that's
at
the
Oklahoma,
reason why no one wants him here.
yeah.
I don't want Harden back. I don't want him for
No
a
way.
discount. I don't want him for a bag of
Like, if
basketball.
he came-
I want him gone.
You don't want him for a discount?
No.
If he came back and said, I'll do it for $20 million, I'd say no. There's the
No,
deal.
I don't want him.
it. Really?
No.
But you're still going to get.
He failed this city
Look, I got
in
him
the
emotional.
final
Yeah,
two
he's
games
all
of the
fired up.
series. And anyone who doesn't accept that
Are you
is not
auditioning?
seeing the truth.
He's auditioning.
Maybe
for a part.
you can't handle the truth.
There we go. Here we go.
609-403-0973. Give us your top 3 war movies of all time. 609-403-0973 is the text board. Want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing for the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. Of course, they do a great job. Business people, if you want to network and meet other business people in our community, this is the perfect venue. And Ken Dunnick and the Jersey Man magazine do a great job at it. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and Josh Hennick right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Here's what you missed on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
Back in the day, I was a casino manager, and Mr. Johnson came in one night. Saturday night, and he was wearing his own football jersey.
Hey, what team
it
was
was
this?
Jet. It was 1999. We just thought it was odd that you were wearing your own jersey.
He really got me out there looking like a lame. Man, please, Dave, stop it.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Weekday mornings at 6 on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number 1.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmaster, and ergs. Local Gym and memberships are affordable, so be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Leaving for the gym so early?
I'm ready to go.
Since you started taking Nugenix Total T, you've been acting like when we met in our 20s.
I feel like myself again. Lower testosterone after turning 40 slowed me down. Nugenix Total T has been a game changer for me.
What is it about Nugenix Total T that's different?
Well, it's a patented key ingredient called testofen. It boosts free and total testosterone to help you get back the drive and energy from your youth. It's backed by 5 clinical studies.
I've seen the huge difference it's made for you in the gym, at work, and in the bedroom.
I'm so glad I sent them a text for my complimentary bottle. Text ROCK to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Nugenix is the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and we'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. Text ROCK to 321321. That's ROCK to 321321.
Award-winning musician, actor, director, and producer Ice Cube is coming to Ovation Hall in Ocean Casino Resort on Friday, July 7th. Don't miss Ice Cube at Ocean Casino Resort. Tickets are on sale now at theoceanac.com.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here in the studio, broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin. I want to remind people, a charity coming up on Saturday, June 17th, and Tara's Happy Boxes fundraiser benefiting local children. Give Tara a call, Tara Scioli, a call at 609-415-8398 or send her an email, Tara at tarashappyboxes@gmail.com for more information. Josh, we got some, we're asking people to give us their top 3 Memorial War movies. 609-403-0973 is the text board.
Yeah, another text came in, didn't leave their name, but I'll read it anyway. Their top 3 are In Harm's Way.
Oh, I love that one.
They also have Platoon, and then they wrap it up with Saving Private Ryan. So we've got now 3 different people saying Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, you know what? That's such a wonderful,
good.
That's a great movie. Very graphic in the beginning too, by the way. Actually, throughout the whole thing. 609-403-0973 is the text board. Give us your 3 best or most favorite war movies. It is Memorial Weekend, and we do remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. 609-403-0973.
Dan and EHC wants to talk Phillies. He says, we have to realize the Phillies were lucky to get into the postseason last year. The games in May do count to me. I don't want it to come down to the last week of the season and hitters slumping, and then everything gets too difficult.
Because if you guys remember correctly, they got into the playoffs on the last day in Houston. And that's only because didn't Cincinnati, who lost? Milwaukee lost.
Right.
And remember, Houston wasn't playing for anything.
Right.
Either.
And Houston wasn't playing for anything. It just goes to show you that, like, the difference between 1 and 2 games, Mike. You guys discount May and or April and May, but Dan's right. You can't get too far behind.
I don't think we're discounting April and May. I think what we're doing is we're saying that
Mike's doing the same thing he did last year. He's like very, very calm, and he's like,
the team's too good. We got too many good players. They'll come around.
We're 7 games out of.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it doesn't
matter
if you're 7 games
so
out
let me ask you 2 guys this real quick before we go to the top of the hour. Would you rather? I want to win the division. Are you just happy getting in? I want to win it. With on paper, this Phillies team should win the division.
I don't care if you win the division as long as you go to the World Series.
Yeah, I don't care how you get there.
I want to win the division.
I want a championship. I want
right,
if me winning like for example, the Seattle Mariners about 23 years ago won 118 games.
Right.
They couldn't even get to the World Series.
Right.
To me, I don't care about winning all the games of the regular season.
Just like the
as
Boston
long
Bruins.
as I get to compete for a championship.
Look at the Bruins this year.
Well, look at the Panthers.
Right.
Panthers are the opposite ends of the
And
spectrum.
how about the city of Miami? Two of their winter teams get in at the 8th seed. Now they're both in
momentum.
Right.
It's all momentum. They're playing hot at the end.
By the way, did you see Jimmy Butler? He was practicing with a Matthew Tkachuk jersey on.
Was he really?
Yes, he was.
See, I love that stuff. I love that.
I miss Jimmy Butler.
I miss Jimmy Butler.
Hey, did you guys hear what Carl Malone did?
No.
With this, so he sold off, made $5 million when he was on the Dream Team.
Right.
He had Bird sign a shirt, Jordan signed a shirt.
No way.
He sold them all
for $5
and
million.
on the shirts, it's made out to him. Like someone had to buy
Right,
that shirt
right.
that says, to Carl, thanks for being a teammate, Michael Jordan. He made $5 million. Would you like, if you were Michael Jordan, would you be mad at him?
Yeah.
Would I be mad at him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he probably obviously.
Dude, what did you do with your money that you had to sell that jersey?
Yeah,
he squandered it. Michael Jordan should know of all people. He's a gambler. How easy it is to lose your money. One day you're a champ, next day you're a chump.
Jordan's also the greatest grudge holder in world history.
Yeah. All right, hour 1 is in the books. Hour 2 is ahead of us. On the other side, we will talk a little bit more Sixers. I want to talk a little Eagles, and then at the bottom of the next hour, Jack Brooks, the president of the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Association, will join me for the Beach Patrol Report. It's all that coming up. It's Memorial Weekend here on the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and Josh Hennig, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
This weekend on ESPN Radio, it's a showdown in the National League East.
Kyle Schwarber, and this place is going bananas.
Kyle Schwarber and the Philadelphia Phillies begin a 10-game road trip in Atlanta when they go head-to-head against the NL East leading Braves. The Philadelphia Phillies at the Atlanta Braves. Coverage begins today at 3:30 Eastern and tomorrow at 6 Eastern.
Listen to Major League Baseball on 97.3 ESPN.
We are here with Dr. Scott Hernberg, Medical Director and founder of Tomorrow's Wellness Center in Northfield, one of our 97.3 ESPN industry aces. Dr. Hernberg, tell us about Tomorrow's Wellness Center.
We offer the most advanced technology and evidence-based practices in a holistic and integrative manner to provide optimal health and wellness. We strive passionately to make folks look and feel their best.
You treat ED. How common is ED?
Erectile dysfunction is a very common disorder, particularly as men begin to age. Typically, about 40% of men experience some form of erectile dysfunction.
And what does Tomorrow's Wellness Center do for ED?
We use a protocol called the Gaines wave therapy. What this therapy involves is low-intensity shock waves that are essentially sound waves. It's natural, essentially painless procedure used to improve the blood flow as well as to improve the sensitivity.
Dr. Scott Hernberg from Tomorrow's Wellness Center in Northfield. You can find out more at tomorrowswellnesscenter.com.
The Dell Technologies Summer Sale event starts now with limited quantity deals on select performance PCs with Windows 11 Pro. Save on select Vostro laptops with built-in security features and select Latitude laptops with enhanced privacy, collaboration, and connectivity. Save on essential accessories, plus free shipping and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. Offered to business customers by WebBank, who determines qualifications for and terms of credit.
Ever since we got Xfinity Mobile, the whole family now has the fastest mobile service. My little brother has no idea how lucky he is. Back in my day, we didn't have it nearly as good.
Oh yeah? Back in my day, you couldn't even stream outside the house.
Please, back in my day, we had phones with cords, and they were mounted to a wall.
Forget phones. Back in my day, we wrote letters. Remember, Herman?
Your grandmother would write me pages.
Vintage texting. Cool.
Visit your local Xfinity store today and switch to Xfinity Mobile, the fastest mobile service with 5G and millions of Wi-Fi hotspots. Plus, while you're there, see how you can save up to $700 on an eligible device with qualifying trade-in and device payment plan. Visit XfinityStores.com to find a store near you. Restrictions apply. Requires Xfinity Internet and new Xfinity mobile line activation. Offer ends 6/5 while supplies last. Comcast analysis of mobile Wi-Fi and cellular data from Ookla Speed Test Intelligence in Q1 2023.
Kickstarting your summer at the Home Depot is all about three things: saving, doing, and mulching. Make the most of our summer savings at the Home Depot now by getting 5 bags of Vigoro Premium Wood Mulch for just $10. Use it to make your garden pop and retain optimal soil moisture. And if you don't know how much you need, make use of the mulch calculator on our app. Summer savings means summer doing and mulching with Vigoro Mulch at 5 for $10 at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
When you hear this,
They've got him again!
and this,
He scored!
and this,
Oh boy, what a move by Emig!
you think of us. We are sports. 97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a town square media station.
Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. It's the locker with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennig producing today. We're asking everybody, it's Memorial Weekend, we're asking people to give us your top 3 war movies of all time at 609-403-0973 as we remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms and allow us, Mike, to sit here and talk sports and
Do what we like.
do what we love to do. I mean, let's face it, if they didn't lay their lives down for us, we wouldn't be here.
There's a lot of countries you don't want to live in right now that don't have what we have. And I'm not talking about food and money and stuff like that. Just being able to walk outside your house and feel comfortable. You know, they don't feel like something's going to happen. There's places in the country where people don't leave their house.
609-403-0973 is the text board. Josh, you have a couple texts you'd like to read?
Yeah, we got some more movies coming in here. First of all, Ryan chimes in. He says his 3 are Fury, Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, that's a war movie.
And American Sniper he has on his list as well. An anonymous texter says MASH, Stripes, and Cadence.
Cadence. I don't think I've seen Cadence. Have
Yeah,
you
he
seen
said-
Cadence?
They said Cadence is very underrated. I have not seen Cadence.
609-403-0973. Now, Josh, you do have another text there.
Well, if you let me get to them. See, folks, here's the deal. Billy is
Remember, it's his show.
so intent on letting us know this is the
No,
locker
because-
room with Billy Schwein that we have to read this
Well, I don't
text
see the text
from Rich in the Villas.
I appreciate that.
Because it's very important to Billy that he remind us it's the locker room with Billy Schwein. Rich in the Villas says, Billy, wow, that was awesome. Talking about Billy's reciting of
A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men with Jack Nicholson.
I got to tell you the story real quick. I'll keep it clip notes, anecdote, and short story. The reason why I learned that is because when I worked at U.S. Airways, you load the plane takes off, you got about an hour and a half before the next one comes in.
Right.
So a buddy of mine, one of the guys that I worked with, had the script, and we would just sit in the break room and do it, like do scenes. And everybody loved that movie, and that's how I got to learn that.
Oh, there you go. Now we know.
I did that for Wayne Gretzky. He loved it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
We
so
had-
did Rich in the Villas. So
Yeah.
Rich in the Villas,
All right.
Wayne Gretzky, they're impressed.
We were
They're all
talking a
the
little before we Mike. We let you go. We get ready for the Beach Patrol report. I want to finish with our Sixers with you because you guys, you both made it clear that you under no circumstances do you want James Harden back.
Nope.
Who are you going to replace him with?
Well, it depends. Are you letting him leave in free agency or are you doing a sign and trade?
Let's say let's start off with the first scenario. Let him leave in free agency.
Could replace him with Kyrie.
He's not coming.
You can take that cancer.
He's going to L.A.
Is he really a cancer though, or is his cancer
How many teams has he played?
I don't want him.
manipulation by the media?
I don't want him. I don't
want him either.
That's a package. To me, he's cancer.
You go from,
I think you guys have been manipulated by the media who didn't like the fact that he didn't want to take the
Josh, you are the media.
I work in the media. But
No, he's got too many. He's got too much baggage outside of basketball.
What is his baggage?
Political.
How about Chris Middleton?
Okay, so now we're hating on guys. So why don't you hate on LeBron?
I do hate on LeBron.
So why are we hating on Kyrie for his political?
But I think there's times where he just takes it to the next level.
But a lot of people do. Why is Kyrie different?
How about Chris Middleton? You bring him in?
Nah, I can't stay healthy.
Can't stay healthy. All right. D'Angelo Russell.
No,
these are all free agents.
He chokes in the postseason.
Give him a shot.
He choked in the postseason. Did you not watch the Lakers series?
But he's more in the tank than Harden.
Doesn't mean anything.
It's what we're not talking about. The big thing in the.
But here's Mike. So I
may have to start over, boys.
I don't want to know the process. I don't want to tank for 3 years and look at what it got us nothing.
Got us close.
It wasn't a
but no cigar.
Close, right? I know. I don't agree with it.
There are people
but
that
I'm telling you
the
right now.
defense was the process. Oh, you see how it is. Every year we get to the 7th and 8th seed, and then we get eliminated in the first 2 rounds. That's just exactly what's happened for the last 5-6 years.
Look what's going on the Eastern Conference with teams. Milwaukee they had a fluke with going through Miami. Okay, losing Miami. They're going to be good next year.
Right, they were injured last year.
You know who's going to be also good that we just saw? The Knicks are going to be good. And the Knicks are going to get somebody to make them even better.
They're going to get Joel Embiid?
Boston's still, he's not going there. Boston's going to be good. There's too many good teams. And with Harden walking out the door, I'm telling you.
So then if that's the case, you're going to get rid of Embiid then and start all completely?
Yeah,
really? You're in that camp?
Yeah.
Josh, you're not in that camp, are
No, but I'm a variation of that camp.
You're not going to win in the next 2 years. And after 2 years, you'll get nothing for him.
The difference between me and Carlin right now is he's a Presbyterian, I'm a Methodist. So here's how it breaks down. So I say the Sixers got to go all in for 1 more year. Burn all the assets, use all the tools in the shed. If it doesn't work,
their next first-round pick is in 25, correct?
Well, no. So I was trying to explain this to Billy off the air, and Billy is Billy. He wasn't really listening. So when the Sixers traded away the 2025 first-round pick a couple years ago, it was a top 6 protected. So if you don't make the postseason and make a deep run next year, I say blow it all up for 1 year, just 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, blow up a team, tell Maxey go and be Kobe for a year and score 33 points a game.
Yep.
Get the top 6 pick back, get that pick, and just do a quick 1 year turnaround. Could you deal with that, Billy?
I can deal with that, but Daryl Morey has already stated that bringing back James Harden is the Sixers' #1 priority.
Well, he didn't really say that. He said that there were
a quote right here.
He said that there were 2 options. He says they either wanted to build a team with Harden or build it without him. And they said they have the assets to do both.
Not enough go-go bars in Philadelphia. Houston's got him all over. That's where he's going, guys. He's going to go with $50 million in his pockets.
I don't want a guy that have, you could just tell guys that have the burning desire to win.
He doesn't have it.
He doesn't have it.
Yeah, right. So
let him go. Let him leave.
So
let him go.
There's the door.
Yeah.
And if you can get $50 million, let someone else.
And for example, so I'll give you an example of guys that are possibilities. So Tobias Harris and Pascal Siakam are both in the final years of their contracts. They both make almost the exact same money.
Trade.
Mike Carlin, would you trade Tobias Harris and Jaden Springer for Pascal?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right. So that's a real world trade that could happen. Another scenario
you
is
think Toronto would do that?
I don't think Toronto.
Who wants Harris? I want
It's
Harris.
not about wanting Harris. It's about the idea
for 1 year, having him
right, and then get him off the books for
him.
next year. Because next year's free agent class is much better than this one.
And
let me just give you a list of 2024 free agent: LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, Jaylen Brown, Paul George, Drew Holiday, Sabonis.
The problem is half the guys you're naming are not coming.
Yeah,
here.
they're not coming here.
I'm just giving you the names of the free
and
agents.
some I don't even want.
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson's getting old.
Yeah.
But he can hit his shots.
He's getting old.
Listen, if Tobias Harris could just hit.
But he can't.
Wide open shots that he's been getting, and that eliminate half their problems.
Listen,
Kyle Lowry. He's getting old.
I would rather burn through my resources.
DeMar
trade.
Rosen.
I like him.
DeMar Rosen.
So far, that's about the only one I would say.
Yeah, DeRozan's like the only guy you've named.
Because guess what? He's got a little Butler in him, and I love that.
He's got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah,
See,
I like guys.
That's what you need. You don't see that at Harden. By the way, I heard people comment on the fact that Harden gave Embiid the watch.
The Rolex.
Was that a genuine? I mean, it's probably obviously a real Rolex, but I mean, was that genuinely? Was that a genuine movement? Genuine movement. You know what I mean? Did he do that?
You
just
mean
for
was
looks?
it a genuine gesture?
Yeah.
Or did someone from his camp say,
Yeah,
"Hey,
you better do this"?
You're going to get a lot of good
Right.
press if you do this." That's what I think.
That's what I think he
happens.
does. I mean, to me, that's what James Harden he's calculated with what he does.
Well, listen, he's definitely calculated. Now, here's another thing. If you're willing to burn through all of your resources, would you go get Dame Lillard?
Absolutely.
I would. I would.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right, well, that's a real possibility.
If you told me that they'll take Harris, I'd even. I mean, you guys are going to think I'm crazy. This, like, if I'm Portland, I say, yeah, I'll take Harris, but I want Maxey too.
I'm not trading Maxey.
I'm not trading Maxey. No way.
Maxey is going to be a future all-star, all-NBA guy. He's 22 years old.
But when he is that, and I agree, when he does that, we won't have Embiid. So is he going to win a one-man show?
Yeah, well, you know what's going to happen? He'll be like Drew Holiday. He'll go somewhere else and win a championship.
Yeah. So if that's going to happen, why don't we bring in a guy right now that could push us?
Yeah, but the problem is then you only have Embiid and Lillard.
By the way, Mike, looking back in retrospect, the process, they got the picks. They just blew the picks.
Yeah.
Well, the one pick they definitely blew.
They blew.
They didn't blow.
They blew three, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh.
Michael Carter Williams.
That wasn't a pick. That
Noel's.
Nerlens Noel.
Nerlens Noel.
The guy from Duke. Okafor. That was a problem.
Yeah, to me, Okafor was the blown pick.
And what about Markelle Fultz?
It also, yeah.
Fultz. See,
Number
I
one
argue
pick.
people this all the time. The Fultz narrative is a creation by certain people in the Philly media who don't like the truth. The truth is
you can't handle the truth.
Right, they can't handle the truth. The truth is that the Celtics were taking Tatum all along, and Danny Ainge went and stole Brian Colangelo's lunch money because he was an imbecile and said, I'll give you the first pick so you can get Fultz. Colangelo was so stuck on Fultz. He was so obsessed. It's, that Danny Ainge took his lunch money, took his car keys, and ran to the store without him and left
By
him
the way,
behind.
there's a good example of a former player that knows what he's doing as a general manager.
That's two, Billy. Like you weren't here last week. I was trying to explain to Billy that just because the guy played in the league doesn't mean that he knows how to run a team.
Well, we were talking about general managers. I mean, you look at Howie Roseman now, right?
Not a former player.
Not a former player. And I'm just saying, but they're like Daryl Morey.
But
we were talking about Daryl Morey. He came through. He was doing statistics. He went to MIT. Okay, he's smart. But does that make him basketball smart?
The model right now in basketball, and it still is, even though they've had some bad years, like the Spurs.
Right.
Okay. Management doesn't change. Guess who's just like that? Miami.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You got Pat Riley not going 3-4 years ago. The Miami Heat didn't make the playoffs for like 2-3 years in a row.
But Mike,
there was no run the coach out the door.
But it wasn't like a
they stayed to their
process
principles.
type thing.
Yeah.
No, they right.
Well, no, when Miami, so there's two different things. One, let's remind people the Spurs are not run by a quote unquote basketball guy either. Buford is not a Pat Riley, Danny Ainge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now the difference, and I do agree with that. To me, Miami's an anomaly because they have had 2 bad seasons in the Pat Riley tenure as an executive. And both years they got bad for 1 year and turned around the next year. I think most fan bases are okay with the 1 or 2 years and immediately turn it around.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that for the people who didn't like the process, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, Billy, but I'm just trying to rephrase it. When there's no return on that investment, when the fan feels like we went through all this and we didn't get all that we wanted out of it, the reasoning for why doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter if the Sixers did everything right they were supposed to do. It doesn't matter because the fan says you went and tanked and you didn't come back with the store.
Pointing fingers. So someone's got to go down.
Because guess what? When the Lakers had multiple first-round picks, look who they got. Magic Johnson, James Worthy, Kobe Bryant. It's a huge difference.
All right. Hey, Mike, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, having a wedding, a reception, a major event, let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need for that successful party. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. Go down and say hi to Chet. Folks, I'm here to tell you about Lavari Seafood Bar and Grill, located on Route 50 and Tuckahoe Road in Petersburg, just 8 minutes over Ocean City's 34th Street Bridge. It's an old school bar, 18 big screen TVs. Daily specials are open every day at 11 a.m., celebrating 15 years in business. Get down there and say hello to Renee and Kim, the bartenders. They do a great job. Thursday night is wing night, $1 wings, $2.50 domestic drafts. They have live music every Friday night. Book a private party. Want to book a private party? Call Dave Lavari at 609-628-2225. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and Josh Henning, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The NBA playoffs continue on ESPN Radio. After surviving their second straight must-win, the Celtics face yet another must-win, this time in Game 6. Will they survive? Or will the Heat finally put them away and advance to the NBA Finals?
Beats the buzzer with a three.
Game 6 of the Celtics and Heat, presented by Indeed. Coverage begins tonight at 8 Eastern.
Listen to the Eastern Conference Finals exclusively on 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant?
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big, no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Henning, as we're talking sports on the Memorial Weekend, as we remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. And we're taking your text messages 609-403-0973 of your top 3 favorite war movies of all time. 609-403-0973. Now we're getting ready for the Beach Patrol report that we do each and every Saturday throughout the lifeguard racing season. And we'll be joined here momentarily by the president of the OCBP Lifeguard Alumni Association, Jack Brooks. Well, before we let you go, Mike Carlin, I want to talk a little Eagles football real quick because I am like, first of all, we looked at the schedule. We haven't really gone over the wins and losses. We'll do that later. And I want to make another announcement. Because the Eagles changed their preseason schedule, Josh, we're now going to be able to broadcast live Friday, August 11th at the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, Billy's happy on 2 fronts. He gets to broadcast the Lifeguard Championships, and he doesn't miss the Eagles pregame.
And I don't miss the Eagles pregame. So we'll talk about that with Jack Brooks. But only 3 1:00 games this year, and the NFL, they don't care about the fan because they're going to flex Thursday night games. I mean, how do you do that?
All TV and money. That's all they care.
People like to make, especially Philadelphia fans, they travel well. They like to go to away games.
Yeah. So you're going to book it, and then the only good thing about the Philly fans, they're not going to ever just bounce an Eagles game.
You don't think?
No, not unless they get.
They
off
won't
to a
bounce
start.
it out of prime time, but they could always flex them into a slot.
Correct.
Correct.
But
Mike,
I think he's worrying about people spending money on a travel, and then 2 weeks before the game they say, "Oh no."
It's not going to impact the Eagles this year because you look through the Thursday night games. The Eagles are not in the Thursday night window that can be flexed out.
6 prime time.
Yeah, they already have 6 prime time games.
By the way, Mike, I don't have a problem with 4:25 games.
Yeah.
I just like.
I like the 1 o'clock.
I like the 1:00 games. We're used to it, I guess, and then we got to make change. But
Billy doesn't like change.
I don't like change. I don't mind the 4:25 game because that's been a part of the NFL lexicon, if you will, from
the fabric of the
NFL. But the Thursday night, Monday night, Sunday night games, once in a while is okay, but if you start having them all the time, it kind of.
What got
People
me
have to get up and work the next day.
when the schedule came out, what just hit me over the head was the middle of the schedule. There's 6 games that are brutal. I mean, you better get off to, like, I have them winning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have them winning the first 5 games. If they don't, they're in trouble.
Well,
because guess what? They'll play Dallas, at Kansas City, Buffalo, San Fran, at Dallas, at Seattle. I mean, that's brutal.
They can't afford to get off to a slow start
That's my
like
point.
you say the Phillies can.
Yeah, no.
There's less games.
I know.
They got to be 5. Win the first 5 games. They literally
another
have to.
change the NFL's making. I mean, pretty soon we're going to be watching flag football. Hey, if the kicker can't get the ball to the end zone, you got to run the ball out, man. And now all of a sudden you're going to be able to put up a fair catch signal and automatically get the ball at the 25. How about this? Put a fair catch signal up and just get the ball wherever you catch it.
Yeah. Or how about this?
Or run it.
How about this? Before you even kick off, the coach just tells the referee, we're just give us some 20.
Point of a kick?
Don't even line up. Just start at the 20.
Listen, I was talking with a couple of people this week who cover the league, and they both told me that the NFL is basically trying to eliminate kick returns.
But
they're
Josh,
trying to take it out of the game.
I understand that they want to do hopefully lessen there's a lot of concussions, right?
Yeah, they don't want to see anybody get hurt.
They don't want to see. But you want to change the game.
So what's going to happen then when they this change in 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it'll be? Oh, we can't punt the ball no more.
That's right.
Because that's a run
That's
back.
exactly what's coming. It's a slippery slope. Mike.
Crazy.
Slippery slope.
Slippery slope.
609-403-0973 is the text board. You want to tell us your top 3 war movies of all time as we remember the people that have laid their lives down for freedom, for us.
For freedom.
For
exactly
freedom. Be able to talk sports on a Saturday and Sunday here in the locker room.
You want some more movies?
Yeah, give us some movies.
Yeah, we've been kind of ignoring the text board a little bit here, but it's 609-403-0973. One texter chimed in and says Platoon, The Deer Hunter, and Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, we like Full Metal Jacket. That sergeant in Full Metal Jacket, Lee Emery is his name, which I think he just passed not too long ago, a couple of years ago. He's great. That when all the guys are standing at attention in their skivvies.
I don't know the movie.
Oh, you've never seen Full Metal Jacket?
No.
This is my rifle. This is my gun.
Give us another one there, Josh.
Scott from Smithville says his top 3 are Battle of the Bulge,
I love that one.
Kelly's Heroes, and Platoon. A lot of Platoon.
That's
today.
4 for Kelly's Heroes.
Yeah.
Let's get one more in here before we get to the break. Now, I got to admit, I don't even know what 2 of these are. So I don't even know if this person meant to text in, but it says one is Mr. Roberts.
No, that's with all right,
Jack's
Curry Grant, I believe, right? Curry
Okay, so
Grant's
we got that. PT 109.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I've seen PT 109. And then the third one I have to admit I've not seen is Tora.
Oh,
yeah, I've seen that one.
Tora.
Oh,
That was a really good one.
It's about Pearl Harbor.
Especially, if you want to be on the water, not on the field.
609-403-0973. How about Run Silent, Run Deep? That's a submarine movie.
Interesting.
609-403-0973.
One movie we have not mentioned yet is Black Hawk Down. We should mention that.
Yeah. My brother-in-law is good friends with the Colonel. What's his name? Colonel William Parkinson or no?
I don't know.
Anyway, my brother-in-law knew the commander that was reprimanded for that.
Remember Gene Hackman was in the submarine movie called like Alabama or something? That was a good one.
I vaguely remember that.
That was a classic.
He was the one who was the captain of the submarine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
609-403-0973. And one other thing about the Eagles before we let you run, Mike. DeAndre Hopkins was released from the Arizona Cardinals. Would you
No
be
interest.
interested? No interest.
No
I
interest.
mean, you can move Devontae Adams
To inside?
Devontae Smith.
I mean, Devontae
Smith.
Smith. I say Adams.
You gonna move him inside?
Yeah, make him the third receiver.
I don't know if
He
he's
He played that at Alabama.
I know, but it's a lot different in the NFL going across the middle. Than he
he's
doesn't
little,
have the
he's
body.
not- yeah,
He takes one good hit, he's done. No, yeah, I think guys, everybody's saying it hasn't changed. Okay, we have the best quarterback. We got the best offensive line.
With the best weapons.
We got weapons on each side. We got tight end. We're
It's always
gonna be
good to have
fine.
depth.
Right. And we have a general manager that's one of the best in the league. He's shown it now. We got
Yeah.
to start giving him his due.
I've been giving him.
When he sees something, whether we're 2 games in, 5 games in, he'll do something to make the team even better.
Listen, I will give Billy credit for this.
Thank you, John.
You know, Billy is one of the only people I have heard. I mean, I can literally count the people on one hand who have admitted they were wrong about Howie Roseman. Billy is one of only like 3 people I've heard literally admit
See,
it.
it doesn't happen that often when I'm wrong, but when I'm wrong, I can say it.
Yeah, that's good.
Now you're just being a
should
little
be able-
conceited saying you're not wrong that often. That's when we need to go to break.
Mike, good seeing
It's
you
a pleasure.
today, man. Listen, go home and get yourself some rest and get it. You're gonna have to get right back at it tonight.
Tonight,
you got the kids, the boys in town, right? All his friends.
The boys are back in town.
Cleveland is in the house.
Memorial Weekend, man. This
Okay.
place is rocking from Brigantine to Cape May.
Oh, it is. Trust me.
All the beach patrols are out there working hard today. We'll get to it on the other side. I want to remind people for 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. Hey, it's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, a wedding, a nice event, let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need to make it a success. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point. Tell them the Locker Room sent you. There's a cool wind blowing at Maserati, the main line. The all-new Maserati Gregale midsize SUV is officially arrived. Stop by Maserati, the main line, located in Devon, PA, just minutes away from Center City, Philadelphia, to experience it for yourself. With class-leading space, advanced driving, and technology features, the Gregale makes every journey a thrilling experience. From your daily commute to weekend road trips, the Maserati Gregale elevates every moment into something truly special. Test drive the all-new Gregale for yourself and experience how it makes every day exceptional. Visit them online at motml.com or give them a call at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800. Ask for Michael Pileggi to schedule your test drive today. When we return, it's the Beach Patrol Report. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and Josh Henning right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Weekday mornings at 6 on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
What's your Mount Rushmore of food?
I'll go grapes. I'll go mango.
Ooh, good one.
I love mango.
Whoa, how'd I overlook mango?
I'll go banana. And then I'll go with the classic apple.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Listen weekday mornings at 6 on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Pintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
You could throw your flip-flop at a bug.
Get it.
Over there. Or statistically, it's unlikely. Good thing nature's got your back. Stem bug killers combine powerful active ingredients found in plants like lemongrass and geraniol and scientifically engineer them into effective bug-fighting formulas, safe for use as directed around people, pets, and throughout the home. Stem, rooted in nature, optimized by science.
The 2024 X5 has arrived at BMW of Atlantic City. Take advantage of early bird pricing on one of the most highly anticipated vehicles of the year. Right now, lease a new 2024 BMW X5 xDrive 40i for $939 a month for 36 months. Looking to trade? We'll pay top dollar for your vehicle. Visit BMW of Atlantic City, closer than you think. Located in Egg Harbor Township and online at bmwatlanticcity.com. For more details, call us toll-free at 609-316-2393.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield, Billy Schweim. And now we're joined with the president of the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association, celebrating 125 years, Jack Brooks. Good morning, Jack.
Good morning.
Good to see you, buddy.
Well, it's so good to be back.
Jack, we go way back, you and I.
You know, I did this for a few years, and then
I remember you when you had a mustache.
Yes, there and hair, not just facial hair. I had a thick, luxurious set of hair. I got the final remains of a once vast dynasty of hair.
I wasn't your mascot. I was McShane's mascot.
Well, you were.
That?
Yeah, there you go. But he was running messages down to me
yeah.
through you.
We're bringing you lunch, right? We used to get
Errand
lunch.
boy.
Yeah, yeah. Things have changed now, haven't they?
Well, look at it now. Now you're my taskmaster.
Hey, Jack, listen, it's good to have you in here because we're here for a reason. We like to promote the Beach Patrol. We've been doing it for 10 years, as Josh alluded to earlier, because two things. Number one, and you know this well because you were on the Beach Patrol for many years. You guys save lives, and you provide a service that's very valuable to the communities they serve.
We absolutely do. And I think what people don't appreciate is it's not about the rescue. That people know rip currents come out of nowhere. People know bad things happen on the beach, heart attacks, strokes. You're equipped for that stuff.
Children lost.
Our job is to prevent people from getting into danger. How do you ever quantify that too?
Right,
That's really part of the job
true.
is active guarding.
So now it's time for the Beach Patrol Report, brought to you by McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City, 4111 Landis Avenue in Sea Isle City. Knowledge, experience, integrity, and dedication for rental and sales. Call 609-263-7422 or go online at McCannRealtors.com, where you can also keep up with all the South Jersey lifeguarding news and racing schedule, and by the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association, celebrating 125 years of protecting beach goers. We're going to bring up Kip Emig, the chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol, in a second. But before we do that, Jack, the racing schedule has come out, and it's a full schedule this year. Things are back to normal as we're completely over COVID.
It's fantastic to see because these are people that are great athletes, male and females. I mean, it's fantastic competitors. And this just shows the skill the guarding takes it to. And, people often say, well, it's not about the racing, it's about the guarding. I understand that. But Penn State's not about the football, it's about the education. but you got to give you got to give some people something to cheer about.
That's
and
right.
There is nothing like rocking it on the beach on a summer evening with the sun going down and watching young people go at it like no other. It's fantastic.
And Josh, we've been there covering these races for years now. The competitors, it's about supremacy in South Jersey, if you will, which is a good thing.
Everybody likes a yardstick.
So every year, Jack, we talk to, as we lead up to the races, we talk to the some of the chiefs and some of the racers up and down the coast. So we're going to start this year north to south, and we're going to lead off with Brigantine. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in the chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol, Kip Emig. Good morning, Kip.
Morning, Billy. How you doing, man?
All right, we got Jack Brooks in the studio with us today. He's the president of the Ocean City Beach Patrol Alumni Association. And Kip, it's a pleasure to have you on. I know there's a lot going on up in Brigantine, but before we start, when are you guys having your rookie test?
Our rookie test is on June 10th. We run it out of headquarters here at 17th Street in Brigantine, and we're looking for guards. Now we have a bunch of openings. So June 10th.
I know Brigantine prides itself on running a tight beach patrol. Like Jack just alluded to, it's about preventing accidents from happening. You guys, how many guards do you have on your staff?
So we actually have, counting myself and all my officers, we have 110 lifeguards.
Wow, that's a big patrol.
Yeah, well, I think we're the third largest in South Jersey.
What are some bathers need to know about Brigantine, like to stay away from certain areas? And you want to give us, our listeners, people that are heading down to the beach today, a little idea of what to look forward to.
Sure. For this weekend and on Monday, we right now have 4 beaches open. So, I got my best guards out there, my most senior guys. We have a North End beach and a couple in the Central Zone where most of the patrons usually go. So they're open up, ready to go. We run out of lifeguard towers. So we have our towers up. You can get a lot more visibility. You can see a lot further than in a traditional lifeguard stand. But right now, preseason, we just ask everyone to swim near a lifeguard. It's just not worth going out in the water and taking a chance. Especially today, 3-foot wave doesn't sound big, but there's some rip tides. There's a coastal low off the south. There's a low off the southeastern coast, but that's giving us some winds. Be careful out there. Please swim in front of lifeguards.
We're talking with the chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol, Kip Emig. Kip, it's always a pleasure seeing you on the beach during the racing season. I know racing is a big part of what you guys do in Brigantine.
Yeah, I heard Jack earlier about Penn State as education, but it's football. No, yeah, racing's big here in Brigantine. We love competition. I heard you guys talking about it, but competition, when we ended last season, we did pretty well at South Jersey and pretty well in all the races that we were at last year. Pretty good team. We had some team titles. However, the South Jersey, that's the crown. So we're looking forward to it this year. Right? We had some young rowers last year, the Savell brothers, and we're looking forward to what they can do now. Just a year bigger and stronger. Our swimmer, James Haney, just a young kid. He's been training since the last time he swam. That boy hasn't stopped swimming. So we're looking to see what he can do this year. And, then we got a veteran like, Ronnie DeFelice. So we got some good pieces in place right now. And who knows? I mean, again, everybody's been told to train to see what happens this year. So, they might not be the guys. They were the guys last year, but we'll see what happens this year. So we're looking forward to it.
Kip, it's Jack Brooks here. And I will say that you guys have the most respect. You show up at every race. You're competitive at every race. What goes into that? You've got some inner squad stuff to select who's going to go out of town. And people forget that. It's kind of like all the beach patrols have to decide who's going to compete out of town for the competitors within town races. How do you go through that process?
It's a process. So you have your regular lifeguard day, and the guards will work from 9:30 to 5:30. And then 6 o'clock, it's meet at headquarters. We have early season racing, which is a little bit shorter. Then we have our late season racing too. So we have basically it's a qualifier. So we'll have everybody show up in the beginning of the season. We'll race, we'll do the swim and the rows and the paddle boards and the run. Any event that South Jersey holds, we have to have a runoff or a swim off or a paddle off. We run all the heats for that stuff early in the season. We'll take the top, depending on the event, top few people. And in the middle of the season, we'll have another competition to see who represents us for the South Jersey races at the end of the year.
I know.
We race a lot.
Kip, we have the South Jersey Lifeguard Chiefs Association. The race schedule has just come out. We got our hands on the schedule. It starts early. The racing starts in earnest. Starting off with Captain Michael McGrath Memorials in Longport, and the Cape May counties down there in Wildwood Crest on July 7th, both Friday, July 7th. It gets on us quickly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, 4th of July weekend, then we start racing. So every Friday night in South Jersey, there's going to be a race. Most Tuesday, Wednesdays are our women's races, which is, just as exciting. And there's more and more women on the patrols now. I know in Brigantine here, we have over 30% women. For our race on the 13th of July, we actually have a combination of men and women competing. So it's more of a relay style race. And then from there, Billy, it just goes on and on every Friday. And then usually it's twice a week, at least here in South Jersey. And like Brigantine, as we spoke of earlier, we travel up north to do some of the competitions up there also.
I got to tell you guys, I love the schedule, but when we get to the Gaudies, I'm like depressed.
When those shadows get long on the stand in August, man, and all of a sudden, it is time to stop schedule from the rise and fall of the tide to the come and go of the school bus.
Right, it's only the 18th of August, and you're like, I really get depressed when I cover. I mean, I love the Gaudies because it's a celebration.
I know a lot of lifeguards are saying like, okay, wow, we've had it. It's like the ranks get thin in August and everything else, but I don't know a single one that wants the summer to end.
They all want that. They all want that mug too, Kip.
The mug at the Gaudies is one of my favorite things I've ever won.
And what's so funny about Jack saying like the shadows, because like during the summer I'll have time to interview people and get home and cut the clips so I can send them to Josh and we can replay them of the interviews of the racers. By the Gaudies, I do it in the dark.
So it sort of looks like 4:30 at the 21st of December. It's like, wait, how's it dark at 4:30?
I know at the Gaudi race, that the shadow from the hotels comes across the entire beach. So it's just at the end of the season. So
we're talking with the chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol, Kip Emig. Kip, you did allude to the fact that you have the Savell brothers. I know they've raced real well last year, but I think I got another year on that. Talk about experience, because I know just in almost every sport, experience means a lot. But you got the Savell brothers coming back. They're 1 year smarter, and they get it now. You know what I mean?
100%. I mean, experience is everything, I think. And also, I mean, Joey's a high schooler. Jack's only a year out of high school in college. yeah, that experience was huge last year for them. They had a good season last year. They actually switched positions because Joey got bigger. So we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to that. And Paul, of course. I mean, Paul was a great South Jersey. Their father for years. Paul was one of the top guys in South Jersey. So it's a family of rowers, and we're looking forward to that.
Kip, so much that experienced guards. Everybody comes in as a rookie, and I understand that. As years go on, you build more and more and more skills. And that's whether it's athletics or watching the people or anything. I like to say right now, as I'm in my 60s, I'm the smartest rower I've ever been. Unfortunately, I have this old body that I have to deal with, and it makes it more and more difficult. But tactically, you really know how it's not pure brawn, it's brains that win a lot of these races and the skills.
Especially in the ocean, especially rowing a lifeguard boat in the ocean, swimming in the ocean. You have to read the swells. You have to know, you can't just row at a steady, constant rate. It's an up and down, cadence. You're picking up swells. You're relaxing on the down slopes. There's so many things that go into it.
It
takes a while. Yeah.
It takes a while. And I've watched lifeguards go from, rowing a 350-pound boat to becoming a 350-pound guard, because we've got a lot of alums on the beach that are, that's it. When they stop working out, look out.
Well,
we're getting triple XL shirts for our guys this year. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
All right, Kip. Listen. Right. Well, good. Is he there? Yep. Listen, Kip, we got to roll. I want to thank you so much for taking time to. I know you're working right now, but thank you so much for taking a few minutes to spend with us. And I look forward to seeing you on the beach and for another successful summer 2023.
All right. Thank you, Billy.
There he is. Chief of the Brigantine Beach Patrol, Kip Emig, here on 97.3 ESPN. Jack, you're pretty funny.
Well, thank you. Looks aren't everything, but
talking about the boat, but a lot of patrols are getting away from the boat, Jack.
Yeah, boats are tough, because you've got, like you said, it's a 300. It has to be respected, like the ocean has to be respected. It takes a while to be an oarsman. It takes, people get hurt on the football field.
Right.
People get hurt in the basketball court. People get hurt in a lot of different sports. And I think it's the respect for the equipment, but it is a highly trained thing. We have a process, and a lot of these, kids come along rowing crew. It's great. They know about the speed and teamwork and everything. But when you're out in the ocean, anything can happen.
It's Mother Nature. Right?
It's Mother Nature, and accidents do happen. And we say the same thing. We rookie guards and parents and so on. This is no joke job. You're there to protect and to serve. And you also have to protect yourself. And a lot of the protocol is it, how do we do this rescue? You got to stop and think and then go. You don't think.
No, you react.
If you just pure react, everybody wants to dive in. And we see this time and again in rip currents. People go diving into the water to help somebody, and they themselves become victims too. You've got to know, how do you approach it? How do you attack it? And that is exactly where you graduate from being a rookie to a second year, third year, fourth year guard. This is why lieutenants and supervisors and senior guards are senior guards. It is a highly, highly organized thing, and a lot of respect up and down when you've done that open water surf rescue.
All right, a couple notes, couple races that we like to note. The first one is July 7th, the Captain Michael McGrath Memorials in Longport. Then you got the Bash and Callahans, and there's several more, but I'm just giving you a couple of the big ones. The Bash and Callahans down there in North Wildwood on July 14th. Then you have the Dutch Hoffmans on July 28th in Wildwood. And, of course, the Margate Memorials, they are on – where's the Margates? They are on August 4th. And then the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships on Friday, August 11th.
Friday, August 11th.
Right.
The South Jersey Lifeguard Championships.
Yeah. All right, Jack, we'll continue here with more. I just want to remind people for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, having a wedding, an event, let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need to have a successful event. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. Tell them the Locker Room sent you. Everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This weekend on ESPN Radio, it's a showdown in the National League East.
Kyle Schwarber, and this place is going bananas.
Kyle Schwarber and the Philadelphia Phillies begin a 10-game road trip in Atlanta when they go head-to-head against the NL East leading Braves. The Philadelphia Phillies at the Atlanta Braves. Coverage begins today at 3:30 Eastern and tomorrow at 6 Eastern.
Listen to Major League Baseball on 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
You want the best Mexican food in South Jersey? Go to Red's Jersey Mex.
Hey, this is Red's. Come visit us at 11th and Haven in Ocean City, New Jersey, where we have been cooking up the best Mexican food, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, fajitas, enchiladas, Jersey fresh salads, and so much more since 2004 using only the finest ingredients available.
That's right. Go to Red's Jersey Mex. Call for takeout at 609-399-2272 or dine in. That's Red's Jersey Mex, 11th and Haven in Ocean City, 609-399-2272 or RedsJerseyMex.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Red's Jersey Mex Cafe.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Go to nomoredraftywindows.com for full offer details.
Attention all homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? It's time to replace. Fog between the glass. Time to replace. Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's definitely time to replace. If you've put off replacing windows in your home because it's too expensive, here's great news. You can now get a free in-home window consultation and free price quote from Renewal by Andersen, the company with the most 5-star reviews among leading full-service window replacement companies. And right now, you can save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. Just text PLACE to 200-300 for your free consultation on top-quality affordable windows or patio doors for $0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a year. That's right. You don't pay a dime for an entire year. Plus, save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. But hurry, these big dollar savings end this month. Text PLACE to 200-300 right now. Text the word PLACE to 200-300. Don't wait. Text PLACE to 200-300.
Attention thrill seekers and race enthusiasts. Get ready for an adrenaline pumping experience like no other at the annual Thrill Show at the Atco Dragway in Atco on Jackson Road, Saturday, June 3rd. Bring the whole family for an unforgettable day filled with high-octane entertainment featuring jet trucks, dragsters, funny cars, monster trucks, and monster truck rides. And don't miss the fireworks show finale. Gates open at 3 p.m. and show begins at dusk. Tickets are $25 for adults and kids 5 through 10 are just $1. For more
Listening with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Jack Brooks, the president of the Ocean City Lifeguard Alumni Association. And every week we have, I want to say that we have great sponsors this year for the Beach Patrol, McCann Realtors, the McCann brothers. They're synonymous with
None finer.
Right.
These guys have been in the beach patrol business for years. Their kids have been. And, you know, there's a
great
brand
guys too. I mean,
great guys. I personally have used John McCann, did an appraisal for a house for me and stuff. I mean, you can't find guys that are.
But they're synonymous with lifeguarding too. Because,
Absolutely.
I mean, Tommy's like an historian. He's got another book coming out. We're gonna have him in the studio. Jack.
Please do, because there's a racing series for alumni that Rowan Van Dyne's, and it's the Brennan McCann lifeguard races.
Right.
That's that for a reason.
Okay.
You know, volunteers organize, they do things, and they go so often unsung heroes. But like you said, promoting the beach patrol, none finer than the McCann.
Real
family.
quick, Jack, because we only got about a minute. Talk about the camaraderie. That I mean, look, you told me you're up there in your age now, but you guys still get together like it's like you're still working on the beach. But it's not just exclusive to Ocean City; it's up and down the coast.
I think when you sit in a 4-foot box with somebody for a summer for 8 hours of the day, yeah, when you do that, you know the people very well. Now, some of them you can stand to do another 8 hours with, and then some of them you don't want to see again for 8 days or 8 weeks. You know, but
that's how life is.
But that's how life is, and it gives me exposure to all sorts of people. And as a rookie, I'm still close with the people that I met when I was a 16-year-old rookie.
Yeah,
and spent a greater part and the greatest parts of my life with.
Jack, you realize that you're almost ambassadors to the town, because when people come to the beach from out of town or from far away like Pennsylvania, the first thing they maybe interaction with is some in the beach patrol.
And they ask where to go to eat, what's the water temperature, what's the high tide, all those things. You are ambassadors of the city. You look sharp. You are sharp. And a lot of people understand that. The lifeguarding is synonymous.
Now we have 2 Schwannens in the beach patrol. Ocean City Beach Patrol. You know what OCBP stands for? Oh, come be passionate. But you're Ocean City's best person, Jack.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always great, and we look forward to a lot of long summers together with this. This is going to be fantastic.
We'll keep doing it. I want to thank Josh Henning and Mike Carlin for doing a great job today. As always, thank you, Jack Brooks, coming in and supporting the lifeguard, the Beach Patrol report. I'd like to thank Kip Emig, the chief of the Brigantine City Beach Patrol. Tomorrow we're going to have Ben Gravy on. It's a great story. He's a surfer from our area. We'll have Ben Gravy on. Thanks for making the locker room party your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schwanner. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
The NBA playoffs continue on ESPN Radio. After surviving their second straight must-win, the Celtics face yet another must-win, this time in Game 6. Will they survive? Or will the Heat finally put them away and advance to the NBA Finals? Game 6 of the Celtics and Heat, presented by Indeed. Coverage begins tonight at 8 Eastern.
Listen to the Eastern Conference Finals exclusively on 97.3 ESPN.
IBM Cloud Carbon Calculator is an AI-informed dashboard that gives organizations access to standards-based cloud emissions data with just a few clicks, helping them build a more sustainable future. As businesses move further on their hybrid multi-cloud journeys, they're working to deliver innovation while meeting growing ESG demands. Brianna Frank, Vice President, IBM Cloud.
Emissions reporting is becoming commonplace worldwide, yet inadequate data is the biggest obstacle to making ESG progress. With the IBM Cloud Carbon Calculator, we are making it easier for our clients to assess the data they need to address their carbon impact and to make more informed decisions.
The IBM Cloud Carbon Calculator enables organizations to track their emissions across various workloads down to the cloud service level and help further advance their sustainability objectives. The new dashboard complements IBM's existing sustainability solutions and expertise. By infusing data with AI into daily operations, IBM helps companies make sustainability strategies actionable. To learn more, visit ibm.com/think. Sponsored by IBM.
Award-winning musician, actor, director, and producer Ice Cube is coming to Ovation Hall at Ocean Casino Resort Friday, July 7th. Former NWA member Ice Cube, best known for Straight Outta Compton, will be bringing the energy in his iconic voice and powerful lyrics. Don't miss Ice Cube, Friday, July 7th, Ovation Hall at Ocean Casino Resort. Tickets on sale now at theoceanac.com. That's theoceanac.com to get tickets to see Ice Cube Friday, July 7th at Ocean Casino Resort.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Leaving for the gym so early?
I'm ready to go.
Since you started taking Nugenix Total T, you've been acting like when we met in our 20s.
I feel like myself again. Lower testosterone after turning 40 slowed me down. Nugenix Total T has been a game changer for me.
What is it about Nugenix Total T that's different?
Well, it's a patented key ingredient called testofen. It boosts free and total testosterone to help you get back the drive and energy from your youth. It's backed by 5 clinical studies.
I've seen the huge difference it's made for you in the gym, at work, and in the bedroom.
I'm so glad I sent them a text for my complimentary bottle. Text ROCK to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Nugenix is the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and we'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. Text ROCK to 321321. That's ROCK to 321321.
Do you love a good cigar almost as much as your family? Well, maybe that's an exaggeration, but you can find that perfect cigar at Smoker's Haven. With 5 New Jersey locations, Smoker's Haven has the finest selection of cigars in the area, like Ashton, My Father's, Romeo and Julieta, Monte Cristo, and more. All from the finest tobacco leaves and hand-rolled by the world's finest cigar makers. All locations are fully open. Stop in and let them help you find the perfect cigar to pair with your life. See all they have and their locations at smokershavennj.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Go to nomoredraftywindows.com for full offer details.
Attention all homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? It's time to replace. Fog between the glass. Time to replace. Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's definitely time to replace. If you've put off replacing windows in your home because it's too expensive, here's great news. You can now get a free in-home window consultation and free price quote from Renewal by Andersen, the company with the most 5-star reviews among leading full-service window replacement companies. And right now, you can save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. Just text PLACE to 200-300 for your free consultation on top-quality affordable windows or patio doors for $0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a year. That's right. You don't pay a dime for an entire year. Plus, save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. But hurry, these big dollar savings end this month. Text PLACE to 200-300 right now. Text the word PLACE to 200-300. Don't wait. Text PLACE to 200-300.
Hi, honey. Happy first day back at work. Can't wait to see you tonight. We are so proud of you.
Daddy, love you.
There are many reasons to start recovery. If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, we are here to help. Call us. Our trained counselors are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help. Your recovery is within reach. Call 844-REACH-NJ to learn about medication that can support your recovery. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
Sports is what we do.
You're in your car, you're in your house, you're wherever you are. You're a sports fan.
97.3 ESPN.
Because if you weren't a sports fan, you wouldn't be listening.
WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
And on the ESPN app.
Dorian Bell, ESPN Radio, ESPN app, presented by Progressive Insurance. Michelle Smallman, Rob Stats Guerrera, Dorian Oka with you. Okay, here's my question. Michelle, you first. If you have to put, as Greeny likes to say, something that matters to you, whatever it is, all right, a sum of money, you are being forced to bet right now, Celtics win the series or Heat win the series. Which way are you putting it?
It's a tough call, but I think if I have to put something that matters to me on it, I'm going to put something on the Miami Heat. Even though Boston is the better team and they have seemingly cracked the code, they have all the momentum right now and it feels like all of the pressure is on Miami, I still think with 2 chances to beat Boston, Miami gets it done.
Stats, what do you think? What would you do?
Well, finally, we agree because I would go with Miami also. If it's something that matters to me, I got to favor the math, right? And just statistically, I only need 1 win as opposed to 2. So I'm on Michelle's side with this. I take the Heat.
I don't. Yeah. And there's a reason that I don't bet because I think I would take Boston. I really, really do. And I'm not even throwing out odds. I'm saying straight up because of what we've seen the last 2 days. And I realize I'm completely discounting Jimmy Butler in this and I shouldn't be, but Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm acknowledging I think Jimmy Butler could be really, really good, and they could still lose the game because Boston's in some zone. You guys talked about this. We talked about this earlier, right? They've shot 40% from three over the last 2 games, 29% from three in the first 3 games. But more than that, for 3 games, and Boston acknowledges, Miami kind of sped them up. They sped themselves up. They never settled into a real half-court rhythm. In Game 5, they had their half-court offense took over 19 seconds of clock per possession, which is the most in any game they've played this season. And it obviously, in the half court, they're a considerably better team than they've been when they feel like they've been a little bit sped up. That's a big deal. We also don't know about Gabe Vincent, who's got that sprained left ankle. He is listed as questionable for tonight for Miami. I think I would take Boston. I'm convinced enough with what we've seen from the last 2 games to say they'll win 2 before Miami wins another one. And that's a stupid bet. Like, I realize that's an idiotic play, but I'm not actually putting anything on it. But it's hard. I don't know. It's are they better than Miami? It seems like it, right? I think we all thought they were better than Miami. For 82 games, they were better than Miami. And Tim Legler, NBA analyst, saying, yeah, they're reminding themselves that they're better than Miami.
Nobody's going to deny Boston was a better team than the Heat over the course of the regular season. So it's very unusual for a team that's a better team, that's healthy, to be down 3-0 in a series. Once they find their rhythm, right now Boston is reminding themselves of that they are a better team when they play to their strengths and they shoot the ball adequately, which certainly they've done more than that over the last 2 games.
Also, Jason Tatum looks like a different player, especially down the stretch of these games and in the past 2 games. You know, in Game 1, that loss to the Heat, Jason Tatum didn't even attempt a shot in the 4th quarter. Game 2, he wasn't much better down the stretch. And I think it's kind of the old 2016 Dexter Fowler Cubs mentality. When Jason Tatum goes, so do the Boston Celtics. You go, we go. And it seems like he has found that rhythm that he needed in order for the Celtics to be able to mount this comeback.
Going into this series, I thought that Eric Spoelstra over Joe Mazzulla was one of the biggest mismatches of the whole thing. And every series has ebbs and flows. And I just wonder now, you know, the Miami Heat came out and did something. Boston's had a chance to adjust. And I just wonder if there's no more adjustments to be made now. They both have figured out what the other is doing, and maybe just a better team takes over.
There's a reason Eric Spoelstra, that the topic is going around. Is he the best coach today in the NBA? He's a top 10 coach probably all time. And what he's done this year may be his best job yet. There is no LeBron. There is no Wade. There is no Bosh. Yes, there's a Butler, but this is an 8 seed that has put themselves in position to reach the finals. And outside, again, Butler and Bam, and incorporating all of the undrafted guys and creating this, obviously, this team that knows and it can beat anybody in the NBA. Like this, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's not the mismatch you thought it was if you're just putting the head coaches. Spo over Mazzulla is a lock. But Spo's not out there playing basketball. Am I wrong?
No, obviously you're not wrong. Mazzulla, the timeout thing is really questionable to me. There's a reason that the Celtics fall apart in close games at the end, isn't there? Doesn't that have to reflect on him? And that's not really going to get any better.
Fine. Don't find yourself in a close game. That's been their approach. Right? That's been their approach. You also get into the situation where, you know, Michelle, how many times have we seen this, right? So a team in a series blows a lead, all of a sudden their backs become against the wall, and then the next game is a rout. Like I was going back and kind of looking at this because we all want to, not all of us, but it's hard to not compare what Boston's trying to do to the 04 Red Sox. Mm-hmm. Boston ends up forcing that game 7, and they win it 10-3. It never